6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. I was going to say beautiful Thursday morning. It's a little bit overcast looking, but nobody's complaining about that. It is time for Veterans News. I don't see Hank Whittier anywhere nearby, but I see Robert Wood. Looks like that's the captaincy for this show. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Larry.
How are you doing? Good. I got the microphone on. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I hear you quite well, and no problem.
Oh, good.
It has improved from the last time.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it's improving.
Well, the clock is there in place, and everything's in place, and all I'm going to say is good morning, Marion County and Ocala area, all the veterans and everybody listening in. We do appreciate you doing that. The unfortunate problem, do we have...
You do have your two calls. We'll go to the fire department first.
Go ahead, sir.
Brian called in earlier. Good morning, Brian. You're on the air now.
Good morning, Brian.
How are you, Robert?
I'm doing fantastic, sir.
I've got one fatality to report to you this week.
Okay.
Jesse Trader, a firefighter age 19 with 1 year of experience, died on August the 6th. He was with the Oregon Department of Forestry, and apparently while he was on a forest fire, his vehicle rolled down an embankment, and he succumbed to his injuries.
That's 19 years old. That's a shame.
Unfortunate, huh? Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
we all have
for
them.
the firefighters out west. We've got more than 50 major fires burning out west, I understand.
I understand that too, and there's no excuse for having that much problems, in my opinion, other than the weather.
Yeah, well, I've got some experience with training for wildland fires.
Yes, sir.
There's not much more difficult than doing that.
And
especially out in the mountainous areas out west.
And there are some extremely bad traveling areas.
There certainly are.
Okay, well, we appreciate you calling in, Brian.
All right, nice always talking with you.
All right,
Talk
buddy.
Soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And Terry Brevard is on the other line.
Good morning, Terry.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir.
Good. Unfortunately, like Brian, we also have one to report, and ours is also a casualty due to an accident. It just goes to show you that sometimes things happen, and unfortunately, bad things are the results from it. Our one casualty is Sergeant Jorge Garcia, and Jorge was with the PAR Police Department out of Texas. His end of watch was Thursday, August the 8th. He was 51 years old, and he was killed in an auto accident while responding to a department meeting. He was served with the Party Police Department for 27 years and survived by his wife and 2 children.
Yeah, I see where he had 27 years of duty.
Yes, sir. So you just never know when that time comes. It comes.
Every one of us in law enforcement, first responders, we all run that inevitable risk.
Sure we do.
Thank you, sir, for calling in.
Sir. Thank you.
And talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we also have a casualty from the military, Army casualty, First Lieutenant Timothy G. Santos, 29, of Helena, Alabama. Died August the 18th in Fort Bliss, Texas, on a non-combat related illness diagnosed in March 24th in Kuwait City, Kuwait. He was assigned to the 4th Battalion, 501st Aviation Regiment, 1st Armored Division out of Fort Bliss, Texas. Is there anyone that you want to make a note on, Curly, or anybody?
No, not this morning.
How about you, sir? Don, I appreciate you coming in today.
Oh, I was making it. I tell you, with the weather we've been having.
Yeah.
And I know you got everybody's doing all these summer, yard cleaning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's really a challenge with the heat out there.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead, Larry, if you will.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now
folks, we're back again, and every time I hear that sound of the bugle blowing, it just gets to me every time. Anyway, thank you folks for listening in on us, and I'm going to start out with Curly. What you got going on this time?
Well, as usual, on the fourth Saturday, which is this coming Saturday, August 24th, the VFW Post 7193 will be having its fourth Saturday Fish Fry, starting at 10:30 for the prepaid ticket holders, and then at 11 o'clock sharp for the public. The menu will be, of course, fish and cheese grits and slaw and hush puppies and water and soda pop, of course. And the dinners are $6.50 for dinners and $5 for fish sandwiches. And of course, the ladies of the VFW Post Auxiliary has promised that will be some sweet potato pie.
There you go.
So we're just asking everybody to come out and enjoy the festivities, as well as the camaraderie that we have going on out there at that particular venue. The address is 3140 Northwest Old Gainesville Road.
Get that northeast and northwest mixed there all the time, don't we?
Oh yeah, because I live in the northeast, and, but the place is in the northwest.
Yeah, well, there it is. Don, do you have any comment or anything going on that you have knowledge of?
So again, the Marine Corps League is having the birthday ball. I think it's the 129th, 130th, and 37th, I think it is.
I think so.
And so they're working at it and everything it's like. But let me give those who plan on attending the ball, which will be on November 10th, which is a Sunday, and it will start. I think they mentioned one time it was at 5 o'clock and then whatever, but it's they're working on that also. And get your tickets early. I'm telling you, because it's only seating capacity for 120 people, and then that's usually the average of attendance or whatever. But
right.
It's being held at the Elks Club right there on
25th
Street.
Yeah.
And they got an outstanding facility there. The food is great. The entertainment center is outstanding. There's so to be dining and dancing and a good time night. So call either the Marine Corps League or the Elks.
And also, folks, the Elks Club is located at Northeast 25th Avenue.
That's right.
Just to make sure you
702.
understand. 702. Couldn't remember the numbers.
I do. I'm an elk.
Yeah, last night I was down to a VFW post in near Market of Marion, and had a very interesting evening there with them. Hopefully they will open a coffers for us a little bit and be able to hand us a little bit of donation our way. We do appreciate everything that everybody does for veterans and for the Marion County veterans, helping veterans. Hank can't be here today because he's involved in meetings. Seems like he's always. Now, we got a phone call coming in, so Larry, would you?
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please.
I wanted to mention something that I
Hello.
know. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, I wanted to mention something that I know that Curly was probably a little bit remiss, but I'm sure he's aware of it. This week marks the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Oh yeah.
NAACP will be assisting with the coordination of a bus leaving from here, from the state of Florida. There'll be several buses, as a matter of fact, going to that march. And the reason I mention that is because veterans were very instrumental. People don't realize it in that march. There were a lot of African American as well as Americans, veterans of all races involved in that march.
Yes.
In addition to that, the NAACP has always had a Veterans Affairs, one of the standing committees of all their branches in every state has always been a Veterans Affairs committee. When I was president here, 88, 89, 90, we had a standing Veterans Affairs committee. It's still one of the standing committees of the NAACP. And this march is certainly a march that had people that were involved with many of the armed forces involved in that march. And I think I'd be remiss if I didn't call and mention that to you all. And certainly, this is an historic event. And given the problem that veterans are having nowadays, I think some of those things will be addressed at this event. The actual anniversary date is the 28th.
Okay.
And they started festivities on the 22nd, so they will lead up till the 28th.
There you go.
But certainly wanted to mention that. And thank you very much. You guys have a good week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly when is the bus leaving, and you have any particulars on that?
He's already hung up on us.
I think he hung up.
Yeah, unfortunately. If you know who the Veterans Affairs officer is, I'd appreciate them giving me a call if you have an opportunity to touch bases with them, sir. And if you're listening to me out there, I'd love to have a conversation with the Veterans Affairs officer for the NAACP. My name is Robert Wood, and you can always reach me at our office on 1527 Northeast 8th Avenue, Ocala. Our phone number is 352-433-2320. Also, I don't know how many of you folks know, and Don, I'm going to pick on you just a minute, if you don't mind. Do you remember when the Veterans Helping Veterans was established, and who established part of it? You recognize
Well,
it?
there's about 5 of them, I think it started it.
Yes, sir.
And it was about 10 years ago. The exact date, I don't know, because it...
Well, how about just going with 1997 as when it was origination took place.
Mm-hmm.
And they got incorporated in 2002. And Hank and Joe Alfano and 2 other people were responsible for getting it off the ground in its entirety. I understand the 5th person was there, but I couldn't remember all of them. But we have a board of directors that are all veterans, and we're interested always in trying to find ways to help veterans in their need here in the Marion County area. So anyway, we've got a little bit more information. Curly, do you know anything about that Ford Lincoln of Ocala?
Oh, of course I do, because
You got a truck come from them, didn't you?
That's correct. The Ford Lincoln of Ocala, their goal is to ensure that they are one of the best, if not the best, Ford and Lincoln dealer in the state of Florida. Pardon me. They offer a great selection of new and previously owned cars and trucks. There's financing and lease specials available. They have the finest parts and repairs and service for Lincolns and Fords and any other car that you might have. But they are willing to work on any of your vehicles if you have it to work on. But anyway, just come on out and just visit with them and stop by the Village Ford in Bellevue for any of your Ford and Lincoln needs. They're willing to work with you and stop by and just talk with them. If you're in the market for previously owned, or if you're in the market for a brand new Lincoln or a brand new Ford or Ford truck, just stop by and see.
Have you been by the new store down there?
I have not had a chance to. I've been terribly busy up here in Ocala. We're doing other things for the Military Order of Purple Heart and for the Veterans of the Foreign Wars and for the other veteran organizations that I had, including the Veterans organization. So I haven't had time to go out there yet, but it's not
a very
too far.
nice. I saw it last night. All the lights were on, everything, and I'll tell you what, that's a really nice building out there, and they got a lot of vehicles out there for you to look and choose from too.
I'm going to go. I'm going to make it my business to go out there, possibly this Sunday after I leave the church, because it's right down the road, a little piece from where I go.
Yeah.
Where I attend.
Well, Larry, I think we ready for a break on that, please.
All right, we'll take a little break and be right back.
Ocala, baby.
Hi, this is John Sotomayor, executive editor of Ocala Magazine, here to tell you that Ocala Magazine now has its very own radio show, and it's right here on WOCA The Source.
Tune in every Friday at 10 a.m.
And we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life. We'll be covering the latest stories that impact your world right here in Ocala.
Be sure to tune in every Friday at 10 a.m.
For Ocala Magazine Radio, right here on WOCA, 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, The Source.
I'm sure you never get tired of being reminded as to how lucky you are to be here in sunny Florida. Everything you could possibly want is right outside your door. Well, now you have a brand new automobile showroom and service center to match your lifestyle. Introducing Village Ford. This state-of-the-art facility has been carefully designed to be the most customer-friendly experience ever in buying or caring for your vehicle. Village Ford, located minutes north of the Villages on Highway 441, has a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Fords, along with many low-mileage, thoroughly inspected used cars and trucks. And for the reliable, fast, on-the-go routine maintenance, Village Ford introduces Quick Lane, a nationwide tire and auto center open 6 days a week, servicing all makes and models with no appointment necessary. We invite you to visit Village Ford and find out for yourself how buying your next car is as pleasant as, well, living where you do.
Sign up for this year's Marion County Heart Walk and be part of a local movement that's helping others live longer, healthier lives. Join Chairman Dr. Jim Henningsen and walk with us on Saturday, October 5th at Baseline Road Trailhead. It's a free event promoting physical activity and heart-healthy living. To find out how you can help the fight against the #1 killer of all Americans, visit us online at MarionHeartWalk.org.
On Monday, August 26th, from 9:30 to 10 a.m., the Universal Soil Solutions leadership team is back. The third installment in a 4-part series, Sinkhole Signs, will take a closer look at your current insurance policy and engineer's report, highlighting the basics and maybe a few not-so-basic details you should know. Being educated and having knowledge can empower. Take action and tune in. Your decision-making in the initial stages of this process will prove critical. This session will be followed by one other on September 9th. Be smart, tune in, and get educated. We are your Sinkhole Solution. Universal Soil Solutions, where integrity meets trust. Call 877-519-2777 for additional information.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Yeah, Lance.
Yes, George.
You need anything out of Devon Self-Storage?
Devon Self-Storage?
Yes, you know, across from Hobby Lobby, the one that's open late, and I have my own code.
Why are you going there?
To get my fishing gear in the boat and to get our tickets to the 3rd annual All About You Angels calendar at the Hilton this Saturday, August 25th from 2 to 5 p.m.
At Devon Self-Storage?
Yes, John has the tickets there.
Boat? What boat?
I'll be right back.
George!
Extraordinary, inspirational, one of the world's most beloved musicals, Les Miserables, is live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater September 5th through October 13th. The tale of Jean Valjean's quest to redeem his past is set against the backdrop of the French Revolution. With an unforgettable score including I Dreamed a Dream, Master of the House, and Bring Him Home, this Broadway production will weave its magic in a live performance. To purchase tickets, call 236-2274 or buy online at okalacivictheater.com. Don't wait one day more, call now.
There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All right, 27 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's rejoin Veterans News and Robert Wood.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate coming back on the radio with you guys. It's always a pleasure to be here. And Joe, since you're in the studio, I'm going to tell you, this is a very nice area, sir. You've done wonderful. I just need a higher level chair to where I can sit on.
Thank you, Robert. It's a pleasure to have you gentlemen. I use that term very
Very
cautiously
loosely.
being here, but you're all veterans, and we do appreciate you, as I am myself, and that's part of the cause. Everyone served, and I hope the community appreciates what the veterans have done in the past and in the future, and it keeps everyone free to say what they want, when they want, if they want, no matter what it is.
That's
what
part of our freedom, sir.
Yes.
And I'm one of them that's going to yell at you real quick. If
You always
start.
do, though.
I know.
You always do, no matter what.
I know. I yell at you just because.
I think you abuse it a little, just a little bit.
Maybe it's from when I was a child. They abuse me, so I retaliate.
What's that got to do with me, though?
Well, you just happen to be the recipient this time.
Oh, thank you so much.
I know. Isn't that just nice?
Yes, I can feel the love somewhere. Not here right now. I tell you what. So I missed the first half because we were at the doctor's. So unfortunately, did you talk about the golf tournament already?
Haven't yet, sir. I wanted to bring it up, and I was going to lead into it shortly.
Oh,
but
okay.
The golf
Sorry about
tournament. Actually, it's not a golf tournament, I've been told.
It is a golf outing.
Well, it's a golf and tennis charity event.
The tennis is on Friday?
Ocala. It's
Am I correct?
I'm sorry?
The tennis is on Friday?
Yes, sir. It is.
It's a legal terminology.
Yeah.
Don, talk closer to the mic. You're a zillion miles away. Scoot forward.
Scoot closer into the mic.
Go.
There you go.
Now
That
we
helps.
might even hear you say something. How do you like those apples?
But
there you go.
The golf and tennis charity event will be at Golden Ocala.
Yeah.
It is being sponsored by, of course, WOCA. You hear us run our mouth over here all the time. And it is also sponsored by the Masonic Lodge number 19 and the 15th
Marine Corps?
No. The Masonic District, the 15th Masonic District.
Sorry.
I was trying to remember how it was termed, and I couldn't pull it out of my brain real
You have to
quick.
bring a poster with you from now on.
I need it, but as usual, doesn't get
Or
half.
notes.
Notes would help tremendously. I don't take very good notes, you know that. But besides the Masonic Lodge, it's also being sponsored by the Marine Corps League. It's very good. And all the proceeds will be coming to the veterans, helping veterans of Marion County. And Golden Ocala is the leader of it.
Phenomenal.
And Mr. Roberts is just jumping out there with gangbusters
That's
helping
good,
us.
though. It's a good thing.
It really is.
Do you know if they're going to have a car for a hole-in-one?
I understand that Ford of Ocala is going to have a
Lincoln
car out there for us for hole-in-one.
Ah, good.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I understand there might be another vehicle involved somewhere along the line with Ford.
Oh, good.
And I'm not 100% sure on that.
On display to be seen?
I think it is out there on the green somewhere.
One of those fancy-dancy ones, yeah.
Yeah, really nice one.
Yeah.
It may be a Lincoln sitting there.
I was thinking Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah, like the new Lincoln that came out.
Yeah, I'll be there. I won't be playing, but I'll be at the event.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be there. I won't be playing either
No,
because
too
I'm
much
going
to
to be doing photographs of all of us.
Yeah,
trying to record everything.
So all the insurance policies do not have to be raised up. I will not be on the course.
Well, they raised them anyway because there's Hank said he was going to try to play, and they need their windows protected.
Well,
very
that first word you had there, try.
Try.
I always say golfers should be doctors because practice.
He's the only one I know of that can try to hit the ball and it goes backwards. Backwards.
It gets on the downswing.
I don't know which way it's going, but it's like it hits and it bounces back and goes the opposite direction.
That's one heck of a slice.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's called, a slice or what.
Does your camera do video?
Yes, sir, it does.
Do it.
It would have to go
Put it on YouTube. Do
it. America's Most Funniest.
Oh no, YouTube. You let it go viral. Oh, that's viral, right?
Yes.
You call it viral, yeah.
But anyway, there's going to be some fantastic events out there. There's going to be a silent auction on Friday night.
That'll be a quiet thing.
And there's going to be a lot of speakers coming in to talk to everyone that's military. We're going to have...
dignitaries?
Yeah. Yeah, some dignitaries.
And that's that Friday night they're going to be?
They're going to have that on Friday night, I understand.
Friday night is a dinner also?
I believe so.
Okay.
The other elements that we're going to have is we're going to have blind golfers.
Okay.
And we're going to have tennis players who are in a wheelchair. Okay. So, hey, folks, come out and watch. Come out and see some of the items that we've got on display, some of the static military vehicles that are
I heard
there.
something's coming in, but I'm going to be quiet about that. If it shows up, I'm going to say definitely a picture.
We have a
moment.
problem called sequestration. Sequestering, I think that's the correct terminology. But if we get an approval, I think you'll find possibly a Harrier jet.
You weren't supposed to say.
Well, there might be even a second one coming.
I heard a whirlybird might be stopping in.
Strong thoughts of that.
Yes.
I won't go into it.
That is something. Oh yeah, I'll be there with the camera. I'll break out my good one.
Well, we got
Canon, the big one.
We got a general that's retired coming up out of Tampa area. That's very interesting individual that you need to listen to.
I understand we have a phone call. You want to take it?
Yes, I'd love to. Go ahead, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
I'm with the detachment from the Marine Corps League.
Yes, Lori.
61.
Yes.
We didn't make it in this morning, but I wanted to let everybody know about the birthday ball, November 10th.
Okay.
At 2 p.m. at the Elks on 25th Avenue.
Okay.
And tickets are $25. There are 100.
Okay.
And
Lori, I appreciate it, and we all know about it. We had Don Williams here telling all about the information.
Okay.
Okay. And anything else you want to talk about on the golf tournament? Or I keep saying the same thing, golf tournament. It's golf and tennis charity event.
That's the way to roll with it.
There you go.
Well, I was talking about the vehicles that were going to be there, and it was like, I've got to be careful because you don't want to tell people that it's going to be there and then it doesn't show up.
Yeah,
so
I don't want you to think the possibilities are
strong,
there, but that's all I'm going to say right now myself.
Yeah, but I'm definitely bringing my good camera. I've
Yes.
got my little pocket one. Well, this one I'm going to bring. It's not as quite as unique and elaborate as yours, but it takes decent pictures.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Well, let's put it another way. I've got a few more years of experience with it than you have, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Laurie, we thank you for calling in, okay?
Lloyd wants to say something.
Okay.
Hello.
Lloyd? Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
Yeah, are we on the air?
Yes, we are. Definitely on the air.
Yeah, just don't forget about the Marine Corps League, and also don't forget about the Wayne's World.
Oh, no, never.
Which is on the 18th and the 19th, but the 2 weekends after, too, at Wayne's World.
October?
Yes.
October 18th and 19th is the golf outing.
Yeah, it's on the same weekend as the golf is.
Okay.
Well, we got a little conflict there, I hear you.
Little conflict.
And then after that, it's the following 2 weekends. For the tickets are $8 and $5. $8 for adults, $5 for the kids. They've got some new activities up there too.
Okay, well, I know that Wayne's World is fantastically working with us. Partially, I haven't been able to get with Wayne myself, but I understand he's going to be working with us too. But we will remind everybody of Wayne's World. Not a problem, sir.
And we also have, this is all going, Wayne's World is a charity for Toys for Tots. They helped us out last year. We had a lot of kids that made sure they had Christmas last year at the Marine Corps League down here. And like I said, don't forget about the golf thing that's coming up, the Golden Ocala. And I'll be there for the 18th and the 19th.
Okay, well that's great. We want everybody to come out there on the October 18th, 19th. It's going to be very enjoyable for everyone at the Golden Ocala.
All right.
Right.
Thank you for the call.
Thank you, sir.
Robert, how do they get tickets and all that? Is there numbers to call?
Well, there are.
have them
I
here?
do not have them there here at this moment, but I will tell you
If they call Hanks,
you can call our office.
Vets Helping Vets.
Vets
I should say
Helping
Hanks.
Vets.
Vets Helping Vets.
Yes, it is.
Old habit.
It is, and you can call and ask for Hank or myself.
It's 433-2320.
That is correct. Hey, you remembered that this time.
The gray matter's working. I've had a half a cup of coffee.
Well, I've had maybe about that too.
There you go. So,
but anyway,
it's going to be an exciting time. Let's just face it. When you get a lot of good people for a lot of good reasons being there, and talk about patriotism and how the energy is going to be so high. There's no way around it.
If you're even remotely involved in the military background in your world, you cannot help but enjoy yourself out there with us.
Well, everyone, and I do mean this, everyone is touched by a veteran.
Yeah.
Whether it is a relative, a cousin, a nephew, a son, someone knows a veteran somewhere in their life.
You better believe it.
And if they don't, then they know, or they should know a veteran.
Yes.
Because some of the veterans can tell you stories that the news can't tell you.
Military personnel tell stories? Nah,
true
never
stories.
happened.
True stories.
Very true stories. Trust
Some
me,
we can't
very
say on the
true.
radio either, but
Yeah.
we have our morning guy from Life South, Galen, who was a Navy man.
Yes.
And he edits his stories from Subic Bay, which is in the Philippines.
I can understand why he edits some of his stories.
Yes, you have to edit them. Yes.
Yeah, we know where Subic Bay is.
Well, Curly and Don and myself, we were all three of us from the Vietnam era.
Me too.
Yeah, and we all can relate to stories in regards to that place.
Yes, R&R.
Yes.
We'll just call it R&R and leave it at that.
Yeah, then definitely.
Relax and, what was the other one? Relaxation?
Relax.
Rehabilitation.
Recuperate and relax.
There, the recuperation and relax after.
Believe me, after a while in there, you got to recuperate.
Oh, definitely. I mean, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. But
Anyway.
getting on a semi-serious note with you gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to it. The station's going to be there broadcasting live, I understand.
Yes.
And our presence will be known, of course, every week up till that we'll be here and talking about it. And we're glad that we're able to help you. And on that note, I shall leave you gentlemen to your own selves.
Be careful explicitly saying those things.
Yes.
We can become dangerous at times.
I know. But it is enjoyable to have you here. And
It's a
talking about the
pleasure to
upcoming
be
events.
here, and always a pleasure to have you on the radio with us at any time.
I'll stop in. Who's our sponsor this week?
Oh, yes.
We
do
got
have a
Ford
sponsor.
in Ocala.
Oh, okay. Ford. Is it Ford Lincoln?
Ford Lincoln.
Ford
of Ocala.
Lincoln. Ford
Of
Lincoln of
Ocala.
Ocala.
Yeah, and Curly's got the notes. I'm going to let him tell it like
good.
it is.
And on that note,
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ford Lincoln of Ocala. Their
Aloha.
goal is to ensure they are one of the best, if not the best, Ford Lincoln dealer in the state of Florida. For they continue to offer a great selection of new and previously owned cars. Financing and leasing is available along with some specials. They have parts and repair and service bar none. And that's why I always take my Ford right out there and make sure that I don't even have to call for an appointment. Just drive right up in there, service me right away. So if you do have an inkling to buy or to have your service, your new or your previously owned vehicle, just drive on out there and they'll take good care of you. Or either if you don't want to go to Ocala, stop out to Bellevue, to the Village Ford in Bellevue. They also are very knowledgeable and they will take good care of you out there also. They've just opened a few weeks ago and all the bugs are ironed out and now they're ready to go ahead on and give you this kind of service that you desire. So go on out there to, they call it the Village Ford, but it's in Bellevue. Go on out there and see what they have to offer.
Just south of the bridge.
Just south of the bridge, going on 441-27 in Bellevue. So go on out there. They'll be glad to have you and they're glad to see you come.
Larry, it must be fun for you to sit here and everybody passing by wave at you. And I mean, you just see all kinds of people out here, don't you?
I do. As a matter of fact.
It's really nice to have a big window to look out of, and people look in here and see us, and they wave at us and talk to us. It's fantastic.
And we had that at the Cascades.
Yeah, but it wasn't the.
And they couldn't hear us.
Traffic out here is far superior than at the Cascades.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
But back in the beginning of the Cascades, if you remember it, when it was a thriving little mall of its own, it was pretty busy back then.
Very true.
Well, let me ask you this: could they hear you?
Yes.
They could hear it at first?
Yeah.
But they didn't. They couldn't hear it at last, you know.
Yeah, because we were moving, so we had that taken
we
down.
had that all removed.
All right.
Yeah, because it took a while to move, so we had about a month where those speakers were down.
Also, Curly, I need to talk to you about another event that's out here. It's called God and Country.
Oh yeah, that's sponsored by Papa Jake Townley of Townley Engineering and Manufacturing Company Incorporated. That's God and Country Labor Day celebration. Oh, now this thing it's free to the public. Let me let everybody know.
Where is it going to be?
It's going to be out in Candler. The address is, well, for those who don't know, it's 10551 Southeast 110th Street Road. That's right behind the Candler 464 Road. But just if you get lost, just ask anybody where the Jake Townley celebration is going to be. But everybody knows it's right off of 464, right behind 464 on 110th Street Road. But anyway, by now everybody knows where it is because this is not a first-time event. He's been doing this. He's been doing this for years. No. But anyway, everybody knows where Jake Townley's place is, and it's God and Country Labor Day celebration, and it's going to be on the 2nd of September. It starts at 11 a.m., but you better get there a little early and bring your own chairs. Bring your chairs and enjoy the day at the Townley Outdoor Amphitheater. Plenty of parking, plenty of food and cold drinks, and all this stuff is free. And he's going to give a bicycle away.
There you go.
Every half hour. 5 bicycles will be given away. There's going to be a total of 50 bicycles given away.
But they're kids' bicycles.
And they're
not
kids'
adults.
bicycles. So bring the wife and children and all the kids. And there's going to be a 4-star general whose name is Stanley McChrystal. He's going to be there at 11:30. And he wants all of the veterans of foreign wars that's a part of the District 22. He wants all of the VFW members to come out and meet with the general because he has something specific that he wants to talk with us about. Any of the veterans, anybody who's a commandant or a commander or even who's a leader of any veterans group, he wants us there a little early because he wants to talk to us specifically. And as a member or the president of the Veterans Council, I passed that word at the last Veterans Council meeting. He wants us there early so he can talk to us personally. This 4-star General Stanley McChrystal wants us there about 11, and he's going to give a talk at 11:30. Then at 12 o'clock, there's going to be Reverend Reinhard Banke. And then at 12 o'clock, there's going to be Reverend Daniel Kalenda. And at 12:45, there's going to be a Christian artist named Jason Crabb. And it's all kind of musical people who's going to be there. They have the Cargills, Laverne and Edith Tripp, the Trust Quartet, Don Warren, and also a lady named C. LaJawn Adams. She's an excellent recording artist.
Good.
So just come on, call. It's all free to the public. This is what he does, bar none, every year. This is the Townley special. He does this, and this, everybody come out and have a good time. Plenty of food, plenty of cold drinks, just everything. Now, if you just come on out and have a good time. Bring the family. It's a family affair. Bring the kids, and like I said, bring your chair and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Your lawn chairs, the kind you lay back and relax and enjoy it, and just come out and have a good time.
The other point that I'm going to bring out is on these bicycles, the kids must be present in order to win.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not misunderstand that. And they're going to be giving away 5 bicycles every half hour.
Right.
That's pretty doggone good.
That's right.
Mighty pleasing.
You must be registered, and the kids have to be registered, and they have to be present to win. And everything is free. So come on out and enjoy.
Okay. Now, how are things going with you, Don? You got any anything going on that you want to talk further about that's come across to you lately?
Oh, yeah. I hear we have some new ladies down at Vets Helping Vets.
Yeah,
We'd like to say hello to them.
Yes, we always do. I see them every day.
Uh-huh.
We got a phone call right now. Hold on. Go ahead, sir. Ma'am?
Yeah, hello. Hey, I come into the conversation a little late about the Labor Day thing. What's the address where it's happening?
The address is 10551 Southeast 110th Street Road.
Thank you very much. And that starts at what time?
It starts at 11 a.m. and it usually ends around 3 p.m.
And you need to get there a little early because everybody will be trying to get in there.
Sure, parking will be unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Anyway, Don, go ahead. You were saying about the ladies. We've got some very nice ladies helping the veterans out there at our office. And then, of course, you have Hank, who is not a lady, believe me, but he is very helpful to our veterans as well.
Yeah, and I heard we had some expansion down there.
Well,
which helps a little bit, right?
We've expanded our office a little bit. We now encompass 2 of the inner office sites there. We got one door in, though, and it's only the one. They have to meet our secretary first, but we got Hank and Joe in one office, and my secretaries, or our secretaries, and myself in another office.
And let's see what else we have that we've added, which would be the our sales items that we have, like antiques.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff coming on. We get people sending or donating all kinds of property to us. We try to get it out to a veteran. If we don't, we've got people that we can turn it over to make a few dollars to where we can then take the money and help a veteran. At no time does it go to waste at all.
That's right, along with the money,
and
the percentages.
I'm going to tell you one other thing that we now have. We are now working closely with Operation Shoebox out of Bellevue. And they are being very helpful to us, and I hope we in turn will be very helpful with them.
And that's toolbox?
No, Shoebox.
Oh, Shoebox. Yes.
Operation Shoebox. That's where they package up packages and send them over to our soldiers with the little goodies and so forth that they don't have privilege to get over there.
That's right.
So that's very nice. We're starting to work very, very diligently with them.
Well, it's, we're constantly extending the activities of the Vets Helping Vets, and it's an inspiration from the community, you know?
Well, not only are we doing that, but we're also working with the State's Attorney's Office and Public Defender's Office with Veterans Helping Veterans organization to assist in the Veterans Treatment Court, where if a veteran does get into trouble with law enforcement or get charged with a criminal activity, they have ability to have veteran treatment court available to them that they can request, and they will then in turn be given a mentor to assist them in their troubled areas and make sure they are staying on cue.
No, I've talked when I was traveling a couple weeks ago. I was in Orlando and then later on in Upper Alabama and stuff like that. And I mentioned the program, and a lot of people were really interested in that. And
we're the 104th Veterans Treatment Court in the nation, and we're the 4th in the state of Florida. There's more counties that are going to it. We haven't gotten them all done yet, but there's more coming every day. We're needing more and more courts every time.
Well, the results that I got when I went down to Leesburg to talk to Korean veterans.
Yes.
Those guys were interested in it too, and so we were given by, the Vets Helping Vets office, pamphlets to hand out, and they were directed to give them to the, lawyer friends, veterans organizations, and this is an ongoing thing. And primarily, what was the original beginning of that program?
Well, the original beginning was up in Syracuse, New York. A veteran judge, or a veteran who is a judge, got it rolling up there. And everybody in the judicial system liked what was being handled and the way it was being handled. And in less than like 3 years, this thing has been going like gangbusters. In the state of Texas, there is a veterans court almost everywhere you go in the state of Texas. That's just how strong it is out there.
Maybe the public would be kind of interested in how does a veteran qualify?
Well, the veteran qualifies by first requesting an application to go into Veterans Treatment Court, and then the state's attorney's office, the public defender, they get to look at it and decide whether or not they qualify. They have to right now be combat veteran. We even have one right now, and I won't go into it, but from the Cuban Missile Crisis era, from 1962.
Oh, that goes back.
Okay, yes, long before I was involved. But we now have those type people even involved in the Veterans Treatment Court here in Marion County. And then we've got also all the way up to Afghanistan persons. So things do happen no matter what they are, and we're doing the best we possibly can to help them. But they have to go in front of the state's attorney's office, public defender, and also go through a orientation so we know who they are, what they are, and what's their goals that they want to achieve out of it. And then they're voted on by a committee. And I'm one of the ones. John Rose from our veterans group is also involved, and we are helpful in designating them to come on into the court.
Yeah, I remember when we were first starting it, you guys had a lot of traveling to do, going to New York.
John did more than I did.
Is that right?
But I did go down to West Palm Beach where they have a very good veterans treatment court, and it was very interesting. The judge down there is a retired Marine, and let me assure you, he keeps a tight court. But he's very liberal. Veterans treatment courts are not a formal court like you think they are through your civilian level. They're much more lenient, much more personalized, and they are really trying to help the veterans.
Let's see here. What would if a person, say, fails to qualify?
Once they've submitted an application, unless something is unusual, like they've been charged with a first-degree felony, such as murder, they cannot be involved. But most of them can be involved if certain criteria are met. I can't remember every one of those criteria at this point. But anyway, we're going to have to break from there because we're getting closer on to the bewitching hour.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting closer. Curly, if you don't mind, I'd like for you one more time talk about the Ford Lincoln of Ocala and the Bellevue area and go over it.
Well, once again, Veterans News is brought to you by Ford Lincoln of Ocala. And their goal is to become, is to ensure that they are the best, if not the best, Ford and Lincoln dealer in the state of Florida. Do you know that they offer a great selection of new and previously owned cars? There's financing and leasing available, and they do have specials from time to time. And the part and repair service for the Lincoln and Ford is bar none. So stop by Village Ford in Bellevue or Ocala, Lincoln Ford in Ocala out on Pine there, and make sure that you see Lil John or maybe Steve Pelosi himself.
There you go.
And just go out and observe and look over the fine selection of new and previously owned cars, and just pick yourself out one and go for a test drive. You're bound to find something that you like.
There you go. Very good. And folks, to remind you that we are here for the veterans. We're trying to help every way we possibly can. If there's something that someone needs, if you're a caregiver, and I'm going to bring out a point there, because the VA is now recognized the caregiver of a veteran. So if you're a caregiver, you need to contact the service officers at different agencies, including the VA, and get recognized and also receive a small stipend. I'm not going to say how much, or you'll receive a stipend. I'm not going to say small, but you'll receive a stipend for doing that, and you just need to fill out their paperwork. But we're always interested in veterans and how they're doing, and I will tell you now that we have over 5,500 veterans in Marion County, and at any given, 55,000 veterans. I forget the villages down there that much. It's just in Marion County that we got 55 or 5,000. But it's tremendous amount of veterans that we have in this area, and it doesn't necessarily mean they lived here all their life. They have moved down here from being out of state too. But folks, we thank you for listening in on us. If you have questions, call us at our office or come by our office at 1527 Northeast 8th Avenue in Ocala, 433-2320. And thank you very much.
God bless America.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala. ABC News Now. I'm Karen Chase. Deliberations could begin today in the trial of admitted Fort Hood shooter Nidal Hassan. The former Army psychiatrist has been unapologetic, claiming the shootings were necessary to protect Muslims abroad from American soldiers prepping for combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. Police in Decatur, Georgia say kids heading back to school today for the first time since a suspected gunman opened fire can thank a quick-thinking school bookkeeper